Welcome back to Soda City Live. You know, one of the things that I love the most about living in the Midlands is the diversity. You can experience foods and culture right here in our own backyard. Well, this weekend you have an opportunity to get more immersed in those cultures represented in our state with the return of the Columbia International Festival. Now, there's even more food, music, and more without having to book a flight. And this year there's a specific focus on Caribbean culture. Joining us today with more about this event is the director of Columbia International Festival. We have Dr. Raj. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good to be here with you.
It's good to be here. What year is this for you all?
This is our 29th year.
29th year. So you're coming up on 3 decades of celebrating cultures from around the world in one place.
In one place, because we have so much diversity, not only in Colombia, but all of South Carolina.
Yes.
We have more than 200 cultures represent in our area.
Absolutely. And we're on the coast, so like it's right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
And we celebrate all the diversity we have in our state. So it's an event that everybody, families, children, parents and grandparents of all age groups can come and enjoy. It's an alcohol-free event.
Okay.
It's an indoor event. It's going to be nice weather this weekend. So it's a great place to come and visit more than 100 countries in under 2 roofs, but also taste food from 24 countries. There will be 29 groups performing on the stage, all different cultural groups performing on the stage. So it's a 9-hour day on Saturday and 7-hour day on Sunday. So it's a great place to come and spend the weekend, to enjoy the cultures of the world among us.
2 days filled with culture. I love that. And so at this event, there are booths that are set up. And so pretty much there's a country for every other booth or so. And there are items that people can purchase.
Yes, we have an international bazaar. That's where people can go and purchase items from other countries. But also international food court, where people can purchase food from other countries. But also cultural booths. We have about 100 countries represented at the fairgrounds this week with a booth.
Yeah.
So they can visit 100 countries, talking to their people, practice some other language. To somebody's learning French, they can go to French booth and talk to some language there. Spanish, Italian, German, Japanese, Korean, whatever the language you're learning, you can go and also people trace their ancestry there.
Yes. Really cool.
That's a great place to come and then talk to the people of their ancestors who migrated to this country.
Beautiful. So it's not just an opportunity for those to experience other cultures. It's also for those who are in that melting pot right here in the Midlands that want to reconnect with folks from back home. Is a great opportunity with that as well. Raj, tell me, Dr. Raj, excuse me, what is your favorite part about being in this event? What is your favorite part about this event?
Bringing people together from so many backgrounds. I was thinking earlier this week about the diversity, even within each family. Not everybody looks alike in the same family.
Yeah.
So God created everything beautiful, even people from all cultures, all backgrounds, all language groups, but coming together to celebrate our diversity. You know, we are the land of the immigrants.
I love it.
So it's a great place to come and celebrate our heritage from wherever we came from. First generation to several generations.
Absolutely. And I want to make sure that our viewers have the details so that they can come out and experience these cultures on their own. That's the best way to experience it, is to just jump right in there. So again, 2 events, and what building? Where is all the State Fairgrounds? So this is going to be happening at the State Fairgrounds. Tell us where folks can go to get the tickets and what the pricing is.
We have 2 buildings we use at the fairgrounds, the largest buildings. Goodman Building and Canty Building, they're co-joined together. But also they can purchase tickets online by going to our website, cifonline.org. Adult tickets are $10, but if they go online, they can pay only $7 to get a ticket online in advance. So they're saving $3.
Ooh.
But also from 13 to 19, it's a $7 ticket, but they still get the $3 discount, so they get only for $4. But 12 and under are free.
Okay, so 12 and under are free, and military as well.
Military is free. It's a family. All age groups.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Raj, for joining us today. Is there anything else that our viewers need to know before they head out and go?
I think come and enjoy. People come and spend all day there.
Yeah.
Because you have cultures to enjoy, performances to see, food to eat, and things to buy. So there is a place for everybody to come and enjoy all day. People spend most of the day there, not just come and go.
Yeah. So should they bring cash, or most of these vendors accept cards as well?
We have an ATM there.
Okay.
But also you purchase online. It's, you use a credit card. But food items, they need the cash. But we have ATMs there.
Perfect,
But
perfect.
people bringing cash is even better.
Yes. Okay. So it's better to bring cash, but if you don't bring it, you can go to an ATM. And if anyone wants to wear any cultural garb, are they welcome to wear it
Sure,
when they come
please.
as well?
You will see a lot of different types of clothing there from every part of the world. So if you have something of your own, people do wear them.
Yeah.
Just to be identifying with them.
Yes.
Somebody went to visit India, let's say. They have some costumes that they bought. They wear them to come here because
Okay.
they know that they've been there. They can identify where they come from. So it's a good place to
Yep.
pull out the old
Yep.
garments.
Absolutely. Look,
in
and
the
if you
closet.
don't come with any on, you can buy some there and just wear it and walk around
Yeah.
and wear it there.
But you don't have to come.
Yeah, I understand.
But people do wear them. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us again, Dr. Raj. We'll pull those details up one more time just to make sure that you have a chance to look at it again. 2 days of this Columbia International Festival, Saturday and Saturday and Sunday, and again, that's at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds. We'll have these details on our website and on our Facebook page, So the City Living. So be sure to stick with us. We have much more coming up, so be sure to stick around after the break.